I definitely would do. I know you said you got the pancreatic caps on the road to you. Definitely do those. Somehow get them down. Stay away from real strong fruit juices and stuff. They're just too pulling and too strong on that. The slippery elm marshmallow that you got, that's a good tea. Keep using that tea. You might have to get some aloe vera. You can get some aloe vera juice or get yourself some fresh aloe vera, which is by far the best. And open up those leaves, scrape it, and consume maybe 2 ounces or an ounce at a time off and on through the day, and let that get down there and heal and cool down all that burn. These are acid burns. Listen, this is a very serious issue that we all face here in our health issues. It's terminating a lot of humans. A lot of humans are suffering so bad they don't want to live anymore. So they're very serious out there, and you guys are really an incredible bunch of people. And just realize this is serious business. A lot of people in serious trouble, and we just got to work them the best we can. I mean, you're going to cases that are pull your hair out. I've got some cases that I pull my hair out with. I mean, we only have so many tools, and of course there's all kinds of tools, but in the health business, the foods and the herbs and everything else, and that's all we've got. So when you're hurting real bad with that acid condition, really bad, it's not an acid reflux. That's not an accurate description. He's interstitially lymphatically constipated big time up the esophagus and in the stomach. I mean, it's just high acidosis. Call it what you want. Burning real bad. So Ouija Bird, if you get this morning, I hope Chris can get this up. Give us a call, man. Someone sent these eyes in here. Can you see them? They're pretty good. This is a 19-year-old chap. It goes by Kid Raw, 38. Let me see here. This is your left eye and this is your right eye. Well, first of all, I think it's obvious that the eyes should be blue. I mean, there's too much blue and lightness to these eyes to be brown eyes as far as I'm concerned. I could change my mind if I had a much up closer picture of the iris, but at this point it looks awful light to be a brown eye. So I'm going to put my eggs in the basket of blue eyes there. We'll see if we can get a closer picture up, see into those fibers what we're looking at here. There is some reflection above, so it's hard for me to see your transverse bow, my friend, so I can't really see that. I can definitely see sinuses, and I can see some spots up in the head you need to go after here. Real important with that. Clean up the gut, that's for sure. There's definitely malabsorption, but you got a lot of lymph toxicity in the gut wall. Little stomach weakness genetically, no question about that. So definitely good that you're off of proteins and stuff. And just clean up the gut here a little bit. Let me see here. Yeah, definitely. I'd work on my pancreas a little bit. There's a pretty good pancreatic lesion there, or lacuna, showing up. Could involve some of the right hip as well. We get into the groin area, no question there. Possibly even invading the knee on the right side there. Little kidney, not bad though. When we get into the bladder and lower back, a different story there, man. You've got to strengthen up your kidneys and bladder, because the bladder is on the other downside of this, and so is the coccyx and the lower back. That whole lower lumbar coccyx, the or tailbone area, bladder area, definitely involved there, and also some upper neck. A lot of congestion down your back here, just not filtering out the kidneys. Got some weaknesses in the throat, thyroid, and parathyroid gland. So you want to strengthen the thyroid and parathyroid gland. You've got some swelling in the throat here. You're definitely going to have a sore throat in a detoxification situation. Lower back might bother you a little bit here. Definitely weaknesses in the eyes and stuff in that way. When we flip back over to the other side of the eye here, on the right side we've got right ear. Let me see here. Well, more like right shoulder. Hard to see the ear with the reflection like it is there. Need to clean the bronchial trunks out. Got some congestion building up in the mid-lobe of the right lung. Some chest wall weakness here. And as we get down to this right arm, right here, the elbow, this arm is a little weaker of an arm. You might even be picking up some gallbladder there a little bit. Left side of the body, my friend, we've got, again, just tons of congestion around the gut area. So heavy interstitial lymphatic constipation, giving you some malabsorption for sure. But a little spastic bowel. Oh, chest level here, mid descending colon, sigmoid flexure weakness. Just to clean up your bowels here. Adrenals on the left side, of course. Kidneys, clean those up. Got some sulfur issues, but not too bad. It looks like to me. Got some sulfur in the left knee there. Looking at the left testicle, definitely a weakness in that left testicle, my friend. Getting back to the bladder and lower back. Again, not as bad as the right, but definitely showing up on the left as well. Then we get into the mid-back here on the left side. Mid-back looks like a pretty good weakness. Need to get a little closer up here with the eyes. Yeah, just have more bronchial trunk and lungs and stuff and clean those out. So that's what the gig is. Heavy lymphatic issues, got to clean all that out. Get the kidneys and adrenals online to filter that. Got the wicked lower back bladder area here on the right side. Got some pancreas and gallbladder, clean those out. Get the thyroid and parathyroid online. You show that on both sides here. So very important, because when you look through your tissues and stuff, it's apparent that there's a connective tissue weakness a little bit here. And getting the parathyroid up and running will help to strengthen that. But a lot of lymph there, my friend, going on there. Okay, someone asked me, and I've looked at this before, and this Diatonaceous Earth, and I do remember that. It's ancient algae and stuff, but you know what? When things are one way in structure at one time, they become another way. And I remember studying this a while back about the glass-like or the cutting, and I remember that they said somehow they had gotten rid of that for consumption, but I don't know if I would trust that. It has the ability to cut open parasites and stuff like this. It's kind of like a protein with razors. Razors all around its body, so it cuts up parasites that attack the plants and stuff, and people use it for that. They've claimed, of course, they've somehow augmented that for human consumption, but why even bother with something like that? Why even bother dealing with that sort of thing? Yesterday the camera did shut off. I don't know where I stopped, so I pulled some back, and I want to re-go over those just in case I didn't get them on the last video that I shot. So apologize about that, but Drew forgot to plug it in, and then the battery went down. This is Sweet Girl 94949. Repost. This is a repost. Hey, Dr. Moore, sorry I missed you before, dear. I have asked this several times, but I don't see it getting answered. I have a benign liver tumor the size of a cantaloupe. Holy crap. And I'm going to have surgery to remove it. Can you give me advice on how to make this go well? What herbs would help, and how to prevent scars from the surgery? Well, Sweet Girl, boy, I hate to see you have a tumor. I hope they're not cutting out too much of the liver, although the liver does rebuild itself. This is going back. Cantaloupe's pretty big, so you're probably the best you can do is have it removed. It's too big. I mean, it could take you a long time to get that out the way reverse the way it formed. So having it removed would be good. Getting on an all raw food diet would be very powerful. Picking up some liver formula there to help inspire liver function. Whatever damage to the liver, it should grow back fine and stuff, especially on a raw food diet. Same thing with the scar tissue and everything else. I mean, you can use the coconut oils on the skin and tissue and stuff, but definitely get into the kidneys, the adrenals. You got to start thinking about what caused this, and now I need to play with that. I need to address that issue. I'm having the effect removed. Okay, it's a big enough tumor where I'm really on your side with this one. But you've got to go back and fix it because you'll grow more tumors. And so you have to go back and look at that. And that's going back to the kidneys and adrenals and the lymphatics. I definitely go and clean up my GI tract because, remember, considering the small and large intestines as the trunk of the tree, and as we go up to the brain area, we've got branches, and those branches are livers and pancreases and kidneys. These branches become highly involved when the trunk is involved. And so cleaning up your gut would be very, very important. And staying raw, doing some grape, excuse me, doing some grape fasts would be very appropriate here. And going in that way. After the surgeries, again, you could do anything could help you. Moving the lymph is paramount post-surgery because of its cleansing effect on the human body and cleans all the damage out of that, and then addressing the causative factors. The Bones formula is an excellent formula for tissue repair, and so is the Ultimate Immune. So one of those two formulas are excellent for tissue repair. Anything like that is excellent. This time you could pop some green juices, of course the parsleys and the dandelion greens and the beets. The beets are incredible liver cleansers. But again, this is the lymph system within the liver. Liver's just a bunch of cells and two fluids, just like everything else. So this is really about the lymph system here, dear. And so, sweetheart, take care of yourself and address the causative factor to that. And sorry I missed your post. I hope it hasn't been too long here. This is called Rachel. Hey, honey. Hi, Dr. Morris. Thank you. I love you too, dear. Thank you when I found your guy. Oh, thanks so much. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? You go for it, Rachel. This is the kind of people I love that are going to tackle the... I mean, we are in trouble as a race in our health issues. It's going over most people's head. So they don't get it. All you suffering people get it. That's the problem. I just hate to see anything suffer. So we can't suffer. We need to fix ourselves, and you guys are doing a pretty good job. Some of you, like a Ouija Bird, really working hard at trying to get his health back. And we just have to know when to forward to move, which way and another way. Fruit juices are too intense on him. Just too much power, too much acidosis. So we got to cool everything down, slow everything way down, and try to cool things down in that department because acids are very serious here. People can get a lot of cancer doing these things. So hang in there, guys. And Yaz, give me, or Ouija Bird, give us a call here if you get this before we call you.